So this evening I finally got my closure. My family finally got their closure. So what had happened was my mom called my ex-boyfriend yesterday, talking about how depressed I was, and how I wasn't cheating on him, and just defending me, talking about how depressed I was, and we need to talk. And she still has, I still have his key, I still had his garage door opener, and we need to talk. And he agreed to come over tonight. And he came over tonight, y'all. This motherfucker was as fucking robotic as a motherfucker. This motherfucker acted like he had no fucking feeling. This motherfucker had like a straight face like this the whole fucking time. I was crying my eyes out. I was bawling. My parents were asking him, hey, so what went sour in your relationship? And he said, well, it's a multitude of things. Olivia asked me that night what I was attracted to and what I wasn't. I told her, and it really offended her. And that's what started the conversation. And I'm like, mind you, motherfucker, I didn't even ask him. He started talking about my chapped lips. He started talking about my nails. He started talking about this hair. Or all the other hair I had before. And then that's when I asked him, oh, what are you trying to do? He's like, I'm trying to do what the fuck I like. But at the time with my parents, he claimed that I asked him what he liked. Motherfucker, why would I ask a man I was with for a fucking year what the fuck he likes? The fuck? Or, oh, tell me what you like. Why the fuck would I do that? Okay? Anyway, then once my parents, after he told me, I know the things I said were hurtful. I'm sorry for that, but I'm not going to bend for my standards. I'm not going to bend for what I find attractive. And what I find attractive is a lady who keeps herself up and takes care of herself better. Then my mom said, look, I wasn't always Miss Prissy, painting my nails every month. Maybe that's where Olivia gets it from. I don't wear jewelry as much, and maybe that's why she don't wear a lot of jewelry. Maybe that's why she's not as dressy all the time. But I felt like Olivia was always looking good when she went over to your house. Every time I saw her go to your house, she never smelled bad or looked bad. He said, we're not trying to bash Olivia. I'm just saying what I liked, and sometimes she didn't live up to what I liked in a woman. And this is not Olivia bash. This is just me telling her what I liked in a woman, and she wasn't all the way it. And then my dad said, well, why did it take you this long to figure out? I thought y'all could work things out. Y'all were together for so long. Y'all been together for a year, and your dogs love her, and why can't y'all just talk it out and get to a resolution? He said, we've tried like 3 times before, Mister, and it just wasn't there. It was unfair for me to keep her waiting for my love for her, me being in love with her, that maybe wasn't going to happen. And, it wasn't fair on either one of us to keep holding out for me being in love, and it wasn't going to happen. And I started crying my eyes out, you guys. I started crying, telling him, look, I was the one in fucking love. I was the one who was holding on to how nice and generous and sweet and non-judging and successful you were in the beginning, and how you made me feel like just because you had 3 degrees and you were extremely successful in your business and everything, but you weren't judging me, that you weren't making me feel fucking stupid about it. And that's what I fell in love with, and I started crying. And I even walked out of my front door crying my fucking eyes out, bawling. His ass didn't do anything. His ass did not try to comfort me. His ass did not say, well, you were enough, Olivia, I'm sorry, it's just me. His ass did not say anything. He just looked like a robot. And my mom had to come get me outside. My mom had to be like, look, Olivia, calm down. He's asking, are you really okay? And all that shit. So once I got back to the table and everything, I just said, look, so I guess all the feelings I had was just one-sided. You never really cared about me for shit anyway. You never really cared about me at all. All the deep caring that I had was all for you, and it wasn't for me. He's like, that's a lie, Olivia. I did care about you. I just thought logically that, if I'm not in love with you now, I probably won't be. And, it's not fair to you to keep keeping you in limbo, okay? But we can be friends. I'm open friend-wise. I'm open, my phone lines are open. You can come visit my dogs. But yeah, this motherfucker wanted his key back and his garage opener back. And I said, look, I'm not about to degrade myself going to visit your dogs all the time. As much as I love them, I feel like a part of me has died. Not only did you get me too close to your family, you got me too close to your dogs. I practically lived in that motherfucker. And you wanted me to live with you just a few weeks ago, y'all. Mind y'all, he wanted me to live with him just a few weeks ago, and him not being in love with me, just to see how things would work out and just to try things out. So not only did I fall in love with the idea of living with you, because I was there like every fucking weekend, spending the night every fucking weekend. I was there most of the nights out of the week. So part of me feels like my life has died because I have nowhere else to go. But you're telling me that we could just be friends after you wanted me to live with you just like 3 weeks ago? Are you fucking serious? And, I basically said, well, look, you wanted me to live with you 3 weeks ago. Not only did I fall in love with you, I fell in love with your family. I respected your family. I loved them. I felt like they were part of my family. Your dogs felt like they were my dogs. He's like, I know it all hurts, Olivia, but it'll get easier. You can find a date. I never try to make you feel unattractive. You can find a date. You can find a date better than I can. Hey. Like, are you fucking serious? He's like, we can be friends, and if you ever feel weird for coming to a barbecue of mine, just politely decline. You don't have to come to my barbecues. You don't have to come to my family meetings anymore. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So that's what I was thinking. All I was thinking was like, are you fucking serious? And my dad said, what are you saying? What you saying? Y'all can't work things out. Why can't y'all work things out? Y'all were so cute together. Why y'all look so good together? Your dogs love her. He said that relationship book is closed. And my mom even said, well, what would she gain from being friends with you? What if you start dating another woman? Wouldn't that be weird? He's like, it's only weird if she makes it weird. And after this, I'm crying my eyes out. I'm crying more, and I'm telling him how much I feel dead and how I won't find as much the love that I felt for him and anybody else. He told me that he was damaged when we first met. Motherfucker, you made me damaged. I told him straight up. You told me you were damaged when we first got together. I think around like the first breakup in November, right before Thanksgiving. I think I made a video about this. After we broke up, he told me he was damaged goods. That's why he was such an asshole to me. But he was willing to change for me. But which never fucking happened, because throughout the relationship, he told me, I'm not changing for nobody. I'm myself. I refuse to be to a different drum than my own. But in November, before Thanksgiving last year, he told me that, he was damaged goods, but he was willing to change for me, and that he could see that he could be with me for a long term, and that he was so sorry and all this shit. And I said, you know what? You told me last year that you were damaged goods, and now inevitably you're making me damaged. You're making me broken. Now I feel like I'm not good enough for another man. Now I don't feel like I'm attractive enough for another man, or I'm smart enough for another man, because all the shit you told me about how we can intellectually connect. You couldn't have real conversations with me. I didn't keep myself up or whatever. And he tells me, Olivia, it's more harsh the way you make it seem. Like, I know what the fuck I heard, man. So, and all of this, my dad said, I can't believe this. And he walked away. My dad looked sad. He saw me crying. My dad looked like he was about to cry, so he walked away. He didn't even say bye to him. And because my dad loved this guy. My dad felt like he was my husband. Because he had a nice house. He was smart. And he seemed to treat me well, for the most part, when it came to dates and stuff. But, towards the end, he started to talk shit about how I used all of his money, and I didn't keep myself up and up, so why did I wanted a guy to wine and dine me when I wasn't looking the best and all these other shit. And then at the end of all this, he told me, look, I'm not going to stay longer, but you're welcome to hit me up if you want to hang out, if you want to see my dogs, if you miss them that bad. But we can't be romantically involved anymore. It's me. I can't turn that on anymore. What's done is done. That night before our anniversary just sealed the deal for me. You can get a date though, Olivia. I know you can. And then he's like, I got my garage door opener and I got my house key that I need from you. Where is it? I gave it back to him. And I said, give it to the next bitch then. He said, ha ha, whatever. And I said, bye, have a nice life. And then he just said, peace. And I'm like, fuck you. And to myself. Because, dude, I cried like 3 separate occasions. I told him, look, you basically told your whole family that I was practically the one. You basically sent me on vacations. Even my mom told him, like, look, you went on vacations with Olivia. You took her around your family. You let her stay at your mom's house, a mansion in Florida. And we thought this was going somewhere serious. We thought y'all were gonna get engaged. He said, I know it seemed perfect, but you know, there was more to it than this. There was more to it. We just couldn't get along. We couldn't get into that deeper level. My mom said, why did it take you so long to find out? He's like, well, the conversation never brought it up to itself. Never came up. I'm like, me thinking, like, dude, there's been many times I've asked him why he didn't love me. He'd always say, oh, babe, keep waiting. I will love you. Keep waiting. You know, I'm coming. It's almost there. We're going great. It's almost there. That's what he used to always tell me months and months and months. It's almost there. Everything's going great. I feel like I love you sometimes, but I wanted to be more consistent. But no. Now I can't love you. So we need to move on. So I'm broken, y'all. You know, he's giving me this option of friendship, even though this motherfucker ain't even texted me. This whole time, he hasn't even texted me. He only responded to my mom, probably just to get his fucking key back and his garage door opener back. But this motherfucker, some friend you are, you can't even fucking text me. And, you know, some friend you are, you can't even, like, leave it open, the garage door and the key open for me to come and see your dogs when I want it to. So, fuck you. And you guys, I hope and pray. Y'all should just pray for me. I'm just broken right now. I feel like I'm holding up for camera because I've cried like all the fucking tears I had to cry this whole evening. But I just hope I can get back to my confidence that I had when I first started this fucking channel without his motherfucking yellow piss stain colored ass. Okay, y'all? Please pray for a bitch. You know. Oh yeah, also this motherfucker told me that, you know what? My mom actually asked him, what is love to you then? If you knew you didn't love Olivia, then what the heck is love to you then? He said, love is your forever person. Love is what you are and what you have for a person that you want to be with forever. And that wasn't Olivia. It turned out. And, you know, and I said, well, damn, you're my forever person, I thought. From the beginning, I thought you were my favorite person. He's like, well, we've all been young and 23 before. And mind y'all, he was my age when he was married. He said, well, we've all been 23 and young and dumb. Not dumb. He didn't say young and dumb. He said, we've all been young and naive before. And it's like, goddamn. I wish, you know what? I'm not dating another motherfucker who's 9 years older than me, y'all. If y'all ever see me fucking making videos about me dating older men, tell me, bitch, get the fuck out of there. Because goddamn, after all this time, after this year, after all the vacations, all the time I house sitted, all the time I bought groceries for his ass, almost moved in with his ass, I was just still a young 23-year-old who didn't know what love was, and I was not that forever person. So ladies, your man ain't saying he loves you by 8 months. I'm saying by 8 months. 6 to 8 months, 6 to 8 months, and bitch, leave, okay? Leave, or you will, because I feel like I fucking lost part of my life, you guys. I feel like I lost part of myself with this motherfucker, because I was in love with him way more than he was with me. When you start feeling like that, bitch, cut the shit out, okay?